Okay, Rich Fantastic with you. Tuesday, April 19th, 2016. Just saw the completion of the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks winning the game 89 to 72 to take the 2-0 series lead. Really, the main story in this game was both teams shot poorly. The Celtics were horrific. The Celtics really embarrassed themselves tonight, 31.8% from the floor. The Hawks shot 39% from the floor. For the Celtics to lose a game by 17 points to a team that didn't even shoot 40% from the floor is really a problem. The Celtics, again, were just awful behind the arc, 5 for 28. Atlanta, really, that's where the difference was. They were 11 for 29 from three-point land, but still, that is a difference of 18 points, but you don't expect the Celtics to make every single one of the six that are different. But it was just a terrible effort by the Celtics. Isaiah Thomas 4 for 15, had 16 points. Jay Crowder, you really got to wonder about that injury. 1 for 9 from the floor. I don't think Jay Crowder's right. You might just have to start Jerebko. If Crowder can't really do anything, you're gonna have a problem. Where can the Celtics go from here? They can take that their defense has played well, and Atlanta has not shot the ball well in either one of these two games of the series. They've been able to hold Paul Millsap in check. Jeff Teague, they were able to keep in check today. I don't think this game has much to do with Avery Bradley being out. This was just the Celtics didn't come to play, and I know a lot of Celtics fans aren't going to want to hear this, but Mike Budenholzer is absolutely schooling Brad Stevens in coaching right now. Brad Stevens is looking like a moron on the bench. Just terrible. I mean, Atlanta, they're packing their defense in, and granted, Brad Stevens can only do so much if the Celtics are going to miss shots, but they got to start running some offense, the Celtics. They're really not. They're just relying on jump shots that they're not hitting. At the beginning of the second half, it looked like they had something going with a pick and roll between Marcus Smart and Amir Johnson. Amir Johnson, the lone bright spot for the Celtics tonight, 14 points on 6 of 11 shooting, 8 rebounds. And another thing, Celtics fans aren't going to want to hear Marcus Smart. Tremendous opportunity for him to step up with Avery Bradley out of the lineup. And what did Marcus Smart give you tonight? 1 for 11 from the floor, 1 for 6 from three-point. 3 assists, and was minus 20 for the floor. So Marcus Smart really has 2 more games left, essentially assuming the Celtics can win one of these 2 on the road, or otherwise we really have to start to consider him a bust. He is just not getting the job done. It was time for him to step up. I don't want to be too critical of the Celtics and not give Atlanta love, but Atlanta didn't play spectacularly. Their defense was great. They had 15 blocks, but I'm at my end with Marcus Smart here, 1 for 11. I mean, come on, buddy. Your team needs you, and this is the 6th pick. This is who you tanked for, is a guy who can't even shoot, 25% from the floor. So let's see what happens when the Celtics go back to Boston. There's that old adage that the series doesn't start until team wins a game on the other team's home court, which I think is the dumbest thing ever, because if Atlanta wins Game 3, then that will be the first time that a team wins on the team's opposing court, and the series will essentially be over. You expect some of these shots to fall for the Celtics when they get back to Boston. They got 2 days off, a lot of work to do, and let's see what adjustments they make, and just move on from there. You got to lick your wounds and pick yourself back up if you're the Boston Celtics. I would just try to run a bit more sets on offense and stop relying on so many jump shots if I'm the Celtics. If I'm the Atlanta Hawks, they got to figure things out offensively as well. They're just, they're running their sets. They're really just not hitting their open shots, because the Celtics, they're playing good defense. You got to give them that. So we got Memphis and San Antonio coming up, and we'll give you the recap of that when it ends. Thank you all so much.